E. I thought I knew everything about my best friend. We told each other everything, our secrets, our fears, our desires, but nothing could have prepared me for the day I caught her cheating. And the worst part? The betrayal wasn't just hers. It was mine too. It all started with a gut feeling, a whisper of doubt that I tried to ignore. My best friend, Laura, had been acting different, sneaky, distant. But I never questioned her. Not until that night. We were supposed to meet for drinks, just like we always did, but she canceled last minute, something about a migraine. Harmless, right? But then I saw it, the notification on my phone. A tagged photo, a familiar silhouette in the background of a dimly lit bar. Laura. And she wasn't alone. I zoomed in, my heart pounding. His hand was on her thigh, their faces inches apart. And that man? He wasn't just anyone. He was someone I knew, someone I trusted, someone I loved. My best friend was cheating. With my boyfriend. The blood drained from my face. My hands trembled as I gripped my phone, scrolling through the comments, the likes, the oblivious emojis. No one knew. No one but me. I had two choices. Confront her right then and there, or catch her in the act. And I wanted proof. I needed it. The next night, I followed her. A secret I never thought I'd have to keep. She walked into the same bar, her laughter ringing out, carefree and reckless. And then, he walked in too. My boyfriend. His arm slid around her waist like it belonged there. I stood frozen, watching my best friend and my boyfriend, two people who were supposed to love me, consume each other like I had never existed. It was surreal, a nightmare unfolding in real time. And the worst part? The way she smiled at him. The way he looked at her. Like I was never even part of the equation. I waited. Let the scene burn into my memory. Then I stepped forward. The moment they saw me, everything changed. His face drained of color. Laura's lips parted, her expression morphing from shock to guilt to something else entirely, defiance. "It's not what it looks like," she stammered. I laughed, hollow and sharp. "Then tell me, Laura, what exactly is it?" He reached for me. I stepped back. "Don't." I could feel the eyes of the bar on us, the whispers, the tension thick enough to choke me. And for the first time, I realized something. This moment wasn't just about them betraying me. It was about me choosing myself. But the story didn't end there. Laura tried to justify it. "I was going to tell you," she muttered. "It just happened." "Like an accident?" I spat, my voice trembling. "Like you tripped and fell into my boyfriend's arms?" She had nothing to say. And he? He just stood there, silent, pathetic. That was the moment I realized he was never worth it. Neither of them were. But I wasn't done. "You know what's funny?" I said, my voice sharp with a newfound strength. "I trusted you, both of you, and now I want you to live with the weight of what you've done. Because someday, Laura, he'll do the same thing to you. And you'll deserve it." I turned on my heel and walked away. Not because I was weak, not because I couldn't fight, but because they weren't worth it. Because they had already lost me the moment they made their choice. Days passed, then weeks. Laura tried to reach out, her messages dripping with regret. I deleted every single one. My ex tried too, claiming it was a mistake, that he missed me. But I was already gone. They lost me forever. And that was a punishment they would never escape. Betrayal doesn't always come from enemies. Sometimes it's the ones you trust the most who cut the deepest. And when they do, you have a choice: hold on to the pain, or let them go and become stronger than ever.